Hello and welcome to the Schapera Show, where Viv and Neil explore this big adventure called life. Our guest today is a woman who understands how to close the gap between the spiritual and material dynamics of our society. I would like to introduce you all to Tatiana Flo. Tatiana, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Vivian. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, excellent. Tatiana, you are a spiritual mentor, a Kundalini energy facilitator, and an entrepreneur, and you have written a book called Elegantly Simple. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
And Tatiana, can you tell us more about yourself, about your background?
Of course, Vivian. Well, basically all my life, I knew there's something beyond the material realm we see. And since I was a child, I explored the topics of spirituality, philosophy, religions, mysticism, and so on and so forth. And then I realized that at the time, I don't understand how to apply it into material life. So I went into something more understandable for myself, into psychology, psychoanalysis, and finance career. And I grew up in a small Russian town in a poor family, and step by step I built my life to become financially abundant, building my American dream life within 3 years after moving to the new country, to the U.S. I had my career in finance, working with Wall Street professionals. I was working in luxury real estate in New York, and also was building my educational startup. A startup all at once, raising money in Silicon Valley and so on and so forth. But at some point on my path, I realized that I was building an American dream that somebody else defined as success. And it wasn't fulfilling for me, so I started to search, and I chose to change that American dream everyone would say is a success from the outside to my authentic dream life, and following my true path of being a spiritual mentor, helping people to connect to their true nature as creators of their lives, because I know how to do that now.
So you went from finances to spirituality, and that's quite a range, because these are not topics that usually go hand in hand. You know, so many cultures seem to expect spiritual people to lead a simple, sparse life and even take a vow of poverty. And for sure, generally speaking, people seem very critical of spiritual people who aspire to being wealthy or abundant, as you're saying, to enjoy abundance. So how did you make the leap?
It's a great question, Vivian. All my life I have been drawn to philosophical and mystical topics, but I was blocking myself on going there and start talking about it openly like I do now. As at the time I thought that people would think I'm crazy. And finances, on the other hand, felt like something down to earth. And at some point I realized that I'm just judging myself. Nobody else would judge me, you know. Some people will like what I do, some people don't, but it's regardless whether I'm in finance or I'm a spiritual mentor. So I could no longer deny my nature at some point, and I was called to do ayahuasca. And then in 1 month after that, I experienced Kundalini awakening spontaneously without even knowing at the time that much about Kundalini energy. And I explored and realized what exactly happened to me later. These were very powerful experiences for me, after which my life has changed completely. And along the way, after that shift, I separated from my husband and moved from New York to Miami. I stopped worrying about what other people think and shook off the doubts, blockages, finding my true authentic self and start living it. And I realized that I must share the knowledge that I had accumulated on my spiritual path, on my life journey. And when you have so much knowledge and understanding on how energy and creation works, and don't share it, it basically becomes destructive. So you have to share.
That's a very interesting comment, Tatiana. When you have so much knowledge and you don't share it, it becomes destructive. Can you explain that comment more?
Of course. As you expand on your path, life journey, spiritual journey, if you don't share knowledge and energy with others, it becomes stagnant. It burdens you and it drains you. When you start sharing with others, for example, I do it now through my work, my sessions, podcasts, and shows like that. In this case scenario, the energy is moving. Exchange of energy is happening, and even more energy then, and expansion comes your way. It's important to share, especially once you remember the truth about creation. We each do the sharing via our own blueprints and our own unique gifts. Somebody is an artist, somebody is a poet, and so on and so forth. And for me, this means that I combine many different modalities to lead clients through the deepest transformation in their life. I combine psychology, NLP, hypnosis, energy work in one deep transformative experience for my clients.
That's really, really, really interesting, that combination of different techniques and modalities that you're using. And I also noticed that in your materials you talk about the art of embodiment. What does that mean, Tatiana, the art of embodiment?
Well, I believe that our body speaks to us all the time. As kids, we are very connected to our bodies. We smile when we want to smile. We cry when we want to cry. But then as we grow up, social norms and cultural paradigms put us in boxes. Boys don't cry, don't laugh so loud in public, and so on and so forth. And we are taught to stop, in a way, our emotions. So little by little, this disconnects us from ourselves. All emotions, whether it's negative or positive, cry or laughter, it doesn't matter, but all of them are channeled through the body. So when they are not expressed, they get stuck in our bodies. And that's how we get even more disconnected from ourselves, up to the point of physical diseases, sometimes for some people. And, for example, many people are trying to escape pain, looking for joy only. And it's unnatural. Pain is a natural part of life. It's just a part of it. For example, when you lose your loved one, pain is natural. Like pain from cutting your finger with a knife is natural. But and it goes away. It heals. It's natural. It's a natural process. But when you create a mind program around the pain, for example, of losing the loved one, such as I'll never be happy without him, these create unnecessary suffering for you. So just accepting pain as a part of life, just living through it naturally without creating stories and mind programs around it, is living life fully. And we're here to feel the whole spectrum of emotions. That's what we're here for. So living through emotions consciously creates a different quality of life. When you don't blame anyone for what you feel, for what happens in your life, but ask yourself a question instead. Why is it happening for me? How can I evolve through that experience and connect back to my true self thanks to what is happening now?
Wow, Tatiana, that's a very helpful explanation because it's understandable. So now can you tell us, how did you apply spirituality and psychology to achieve financial abundance?
Yeah, I believe that we are spiritual beings living in the material realm, and imbalance can happen. Some people deny spirituality and only focus on the material. And when people do that, they run into a feeling of not being fulfilled even when they are successful from the outside point of view. Another side is when people are very spiritual, but might deny material things. And together with that, deny their body and material abundance. And this can cause issues with money, health, and so on and so forth. And on a subtle plane, there isn't really a split between spirituality and the material world. It is all one. Everything is one creation, one consciousness. And when you realize that and you live that truth, then you can tap into this infinite abundance that the universe offers and bring it into your material life by consciously choosing your thoughts and actions and your state of being. And you can create anything you truly desire through that, including financial abundance.
You know, Tatiana, I can really relate to what you're saying. I can really resonate with it all because back in 2003, so 20 years ago, I wrote a book with a friend of mine, Drew Logan, and the book is called How to Lose Weight and Gain Money. And I can talk a little bit about the various insights in there, but I think the most relevant one is that both weight and money are twin pillars of our existence, our material existence here on Earth. And both of them go away the moment that we die. Neither our weight nor the amount of money that we do or don't have has any relevance the moment that we pass on. And yet we are completely committed to those two topics while we are alive. And I personally believe that those two topics take us on our spiritual path. So that's why I really appreciate everything that you're saying. And when I saw what your topic was, I thought, now this is someone I really want to have on the Schapera Show. So I'm very, very pleased that you're here talking about this. So my next question is, are there steps to manifestation work? Because that's really what you're talking about with your abundance, isn't it? It's manifesting what you want instead of having these mind programs that take you off course.
Absolutely, yes. And manifestations work as a concentration of your focus and energy on the desired result in life. But as you probably have noticed, for some, manifestations work, and for some, it doesn't. So what's the reason behind that? So first of all, you need to ask yourself when manifesting, if you are manifesting what you truly, truly, truly deeply desire. Everyone is different. For example, not everyone needs billions of dollars to be happy. Some like to live in the jungle, and it's okay. So just being honest with yourself in that regard, what you truly desire, not what other people think that is success for you, what you think for yourself. Secondly, it's important to remember that you attract not what you want, but who you are in terms of your state of being and its frequency in the moment. If you live in the apartment, for example, right now and want a house, start feeling internally like you already live in the house of your dreams. And from that state, solutions on how to get there will come your way. You just need to be open to see these opportunities and take them with gratitude and faith. And this is the frequency of abundance. That's what you radiate, and that's what you attract in this scenario. But if your state of being while manifesting the house is, I hate my apartment, I want a house, why don't I have it already now, the house of my dreams, it's the frequency of scarcity, and that's what you attract. You attract who you are and your state of being. So it's important to be grateful for what you have now to get even more.
Yeah, no, it's just I like that. If you want more, be grateful for what you already have. I think that's brilliant. But I didn't want to interrupt you. Please continue. Fascinating.
Yeah, of course. Manifestation is the whole science, but it's very simple if you break it down. So when you manifest, also understand that challenges on the way to your goals are natural. It's the game we chose to play here on Earth. Otherwise, there would be no evolution. It would be so boring if everyone would be right there for us as soon as we wanted. there would be no process of evolving towards your dreams. So
yes, because it's like watching a TV show or something, or reading a book. There has to be a plot, and there has to be a flow, and there has to be ups and downs, or there isn't a story. And that's really what we're doing. We're living the story of our life. And you know what? We can be the author of that. We can decide. We can write the script. Isn't that so?
Yeah, it's absolutely correct. And that's exactly what I'm telling about. And you can, on that script, you can see challenges as something bad, or you can see it as an adventure and as an opportunity to evolve and face those challenges with gratitude, face on your path towards your dreams. Take it with curiosity. Okay, what should I do to solve this quest? Instead of worrying. And on the way also, you might have some fears and doubts, and it's natural too. But if you give your fears and doubts too much focused energy and power, then they might just freeze you and stop you from moving towards your desires. So always remembering that fears are an illusion, and choosing love and expansion towards your dreams over fears and doubts is also an important process in manifestation. And of course, releasing expectations. The future is an illusion. The only real moment is now. So future goals are important, is that it's the direction you focus your energy towards and evolve through that focus. But the true value is created in the process towards your goals. Having goals as your intention, but being ready to let go and receive with gratitude whatever comes your way as a result is a skill, and being appreciative of your path. And when you sharpen that skill, you might receive so much more than you expect, actually, beyond what your linear mind has pictured in the very beginning. So being open actually might pay much more than you could expect. And taking a leap of faith, of course. Nothing is guaranteed in this life. But if you don't move towards your true self and your true desires in life, are you really living them, or just surviving day by day?
That's really clear. That's like 6 steps to manifesting, and you've been very, very clear about that, Tatiana. Thank you very much. And I think this is a really good moment for us to talk about how people can get your book and how they can get hold of you and how they can contact you. So can you share that information with us, please?
Of course. I have a website, tatianaflow.com, all information about my sessions and online group sessions, courses I provide, because I teach energy work as well, is there, as well as the link to the book. It's available on Amazon. And also I have an Instagram, Tatiana_Flow, and you can find all the information and more there as well.
Thank you. I'm going to go over that again. Your book is called Elegantly Simple. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And it's available at Amazon and on Kindle. And I'm going to spell your name for everyone. It's Tatiana Flow, TatianaFlow.com. Is that right, Tatiana?
That's correct. Thank you, Vivian.
And then your Instagram, because I think this is how people often get hold of us. It's at Tatiana, Tatiana, then underscore, and then FLOW. Tatiana_Flow. And that's how to get hold of Tatiana and her book, Elegantly Simple. And Tatiana, this is absolutely fascinating, absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to carrying on talking to you after the break. Everyone, we've been speaking to Tatiana Flow, author of Elegantly Simple. Her book is available on Amazon. And we will continue talking about the oneness of spirituality and money when we return after the break. Please join us again.
Imagine taking a journey with metaphysical teachers and spirit guides right in your own home. Well, now you can with Vivian Schapera's book, Everyday Magic. Everyday Magic helps you understand your life from new perspectives as it guides you to feel motivated to take control of your life and your future. Get Everyday Magic today at Amazon.com, or for more information, visit Schapera.com or call 513-891-8062. That's 513-891-8062.
VMware is a fresh perspective for virtualization on the cloud. Shaping the future, this all-in-one platform delivers virtual cloud service on any cloud. Visit our HealthyLife.net's advertiser page and click on VMware.
CrystalHealingTechniques.com is the place to learn crystal healing, and there's even some free courses and certification. CrystalHealingTechniques.com has courses from beginner to advanced, and you'll learn from a master crystal healer. Explore new and unique material as you learn from the amazing award-winning textbook, The Complete Guide to Crystal Surgery. So discover the world of healing through crystals at CrystalHealingTechniques.com. Visit CrystalHealingTechniques.com or call 513-891-8062.
If you're not in the U.S., listen up. SureTrader is one of the most trusted and reliable names in share trading. With 6-to-1 leverage and other perks, SureTrade is the best for penny stocks and day trades. To find out more, visit our advertiser page and click on the SureTrader banner.
If you like this program and you want to hear more of the Shaperas, then tune in to their YouTube channel called Crystal Surgery and Crystal Healing Techniques. There's demos, meditations, interviews, and more on their YouTube channel, Crystal Surgery and Crystal Healing Techniques. So relax, enjoy, and learn unique material as you watch the Shaperas in action. Visit today on YouTube, and remember that channel, Crystal Surgery and Crystal Healing Techniques. Do it now. There's a respected metaphysical academy that's been around for over 22 years, and it's still going strong. If you're interested in energy healing, crystal healing, developing intuition, or shamanism, then the Four Winds Academy for the Healing Arts and Sciences is exactly right for you. With in-person and online classes and full certifications, their experienced teachers work with you and take an interest in your progress. To find out more, visit fourwindsacademy.org. That's the number 4windsacademy.org. Or call 513-891-8062.
Expanding your mind. HealthyLife.net.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Schapera Show, exploring this big adventure called life. Our guest today is Tatiana Flo, who now teaches others how to close the gap between spiritual and material realms to enjoy the oneness of all that is. And I want to ask Tatiana, what do you mean by merging spiritual and material realms in one?
Well, basically, there's no separation between spiritual and material. Everything is one. And when you merge it together for yourself, you have an access to this universal abundance in health, wealth, relationships, everything. So by remembering your true nature as the creator, and that oneness and abundance of the universe, you can channel into your material life anything you want.
That's really interesting. Can you give us an example that illustrates that?
Of course. Well, some people are stopped by mind program as limits to get to that universal abundance. And, for example, in my own life, I had a savior mind program where I tried to fix the man I was dating and tried to coach him to see things my way. This wasn't.
I wonder if you're the first woman to do that, Tatiana. Excuse me.
So many.
I think that every single woman on the planet's done that.
Absolutely. But the truth is there is a balance of men in this planet. Instead of taking one and trying to fix him, explore yourself well enough to understand who you are, what exactly do you want, and find a compatible with your partner. And if your values, vision, energy don't match with your partner, then it's just not the right person for you. So just keep looking. It's that simple.
So I said I was going to change topic, Tatiana, so do you mind if I ask you, what does rich mean to you?
Oh, what a great question. Well, rich for me, first of all, means rich in your values, in your internal world. And when you are rich inside, when you find the whole universe inside you, this manifests into your external world in abundance of health, wealth, and relationship with other people.
I love your definitions, Tatiana. You can tell that you've done that combination of psychology and philosophy and mysticism. Your answers are so rich and so layered. So now I want to ask you, what do you think are the key differences between rich people and poor people?
Oh, it's definitely mindset. And I can tell it from my own experience. As a person who grew up poor and is living within the wealthiest layer right now, I can say with confidence that the main difference is mindset. To go from one financial layer to the other, for me, requires many internal shifts within, creating new beliefs around money, around the lifestyle I want to live, expanding my vision, expanding myself towards that possible, and I can live that. And then through those internal shifts, expanding my external reality.
And how long does this take?
Well, for different people, it takes different time.
Yes.
But, for example, even for me, it is a progression throughout my life with ups and downs that are natural in life. But, for example, from the time I moved to the U.S., it took me about 3 years to build an American dream with marriage, 5-bedroom mansion, cars, businesses, and so on and so forth. And now it's a new round of evolution for me in many different ways, including financial. I live very comfortable life, having apartments and cars in my favorite locations in the world, Miami and south of France. I live between the two. And at the same time, I know that my private jet is just around the corner, whatever I wish for.
The private jet is just around the corner. I love it. Okay, so let me ask you this then, Tatiana. With investing in stocks and bonds, there are rules of thumb, like buy low, sell high. Now, what do you think the rules are for investing in yourself?
Well, investing in yourself means investing in your education, travels, health, body, mind, spirit. And money here is just an energy that helps you to invest into all that truly matters, really. And investing in your own expansion in yourself pays back exponentially, energy-wise, including money as well, if that's a part you're focusing on.
Mm-hmm. And what about people? Should we invest in our relationships?
Definitely, but not the way many people think. By investing in healthy relationships with yourself, you automatically invest in healthy relationships with others. Because relationship with yourself is the longest and the most important relationship in your life. Your parents, kids, life partners come and go in different periods of life, and you're with yourself from the very beginning to the very end of this lifetime. So only by establishing healthy relations, loving, caring relationship with yourself, you can establish these kind of relationships with other people.
Tatiana, what kind of people do you work with?
Well, mostly the people who are attracted to work with me are those who are ready to remember the true nature of the Creator and experience oneness through the energy work I do. I especially enjoy working with people who are already helping others, like energy healers, life coaches, because it renders a butterfly effect. I teach others to work with Kundalini energy, and then seeing them bringing that gift to help even more people brings me an incredible fulfillment and joy. And I already taught dozens of people one-on-one, and in October I'm launching an online course on how to work with energy. So I'm very excited about that.
I think you must be very successful with the people that you work with, Tatiana, because even in just interacting with you and coming across your energy and reading about you, I felt some shifts in myself just from that, just from reading it. And these topics are very familiar to me, but still, once I was connecting with you, I experienced things in a different and more expanded way. So I can really vouch for you being very authentic in this and really being successful at this. You're not just saying words. They're not empty. They are meaningful, and I've really, really felt that. I wonder, do you have a parting message for us, something to tell everyone that's listening?
First of all, Vivian, thank you so much for these sincere words. And I wish everyone to remember their true nature and oneness with the whole creation, because that's what brings you that abundance, not only within, but in your external life. And I wish that to experience that to everyone. And Rumi once said, you're not a drop in the ocean, you're the ocean in a drop. And I think that's exactly how we should look at ourselves. Because you can think about yourself as insignificant in this big world, or you can think about yourself as the whole world. And the way you see yourself is the way you express yourself. So I wish everyone to remember, you are the universe.
Thank you so much, Tatiana. Everybody, you can get hold of Tatiana's book, Elegantly Simple, at Amazon, and you can contact her via TatianaFlow.com. Thank you for listening to the Schapera Show. When we come back, Neil will be giving messages from the spirit realm. Please join us again.
CrystalHealingTechniques.com is the place to learn crystal healing, and there's even some free courses and certification. CrystalHealingTechniques.com has courses from beginner to advanced, and you'll learn from a master crystal healer. Explore new and unique material as you learn from the amazing award-winning textbook, The Complete Guide to Crystal Surgery. So discover the world of healing through crystals at CrystalHealingTechniques.com. Visit CrystalHealingTechniques.com or call 513-891-8062.
Roku is like having your own video library with over 300,000 choices, and it's the best way to get Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, and so much more. There's a Roku player for every budget, so go to HealthyLife.net's advertiser page and click on the Roku banner.
If you like this program and you want to hear more of the Shaperas, then tune in to their YouTube channel called Crystal Surgery and Crystal Healing Techniques. There's demos, meditations, interviews, and more on their YouTube channel, Crystal Surgery and Crystal Healing Techniques. So relax, enjoy, and learn unique material as you watch the Shaperas in action. Visit today on YouTube, and remember that channel, Crystal Surgery and Crystal Healing Techniques. Do it now.
Discover the world's largest anti-aging organization, Life Extension. For the best information, vitamins, and supplements, you just can't beat Life Extension. To start extending your life, go to the HealthyLife.net advertiser page and click on the Life Extension banner.
There's a respected metaphysical academy that's been around for over 22 years, and it's still going strong. If you're interested in energy healing, crystal healing, developing intuition, or shamanism, then the Four Winds Academy for the Healing Arts and Sciences is exactly right for you. With in-person and online classes and full certifications, their experienced teachers work with you and take an interest in your progress. To find out more, visit fourwindsacademy.org. That's the number 4windsacademy.org. Or call 513-891-8062. Imagine taking a journey with metaphysical teachers and spirit guides right in your own home. Well, now you can with Vivian Schapera's book, Everyday Magic. Everyday Magic helps you understand your life from new perspectives as it guides you to feel motivated to take control of your life and your future. Get Everyday Magic today at Amazon.com, or for more information, visit Schapera.com or call 513-891-8062. That's 513-891-8062.
HealthyLife.net, the positive radio network.
Hi there. Welcome back. You're listening to the Schapera Show, and I'm Neil, sharing with you my shamanic journeys to the spirit realm and my conversations with spirits. The purpose of today's journey is to travel to the lower world to ask to be shown interesting and important aspects of the plant kingdom. I go through the portal and go down and down through complete darkness. Far below me is the glimmering presence of the lower world, as if it's a planet very, very far away. I'm going steadily downwards, and with the intention of arriving in the lower world and requesting the spirit helpers of the lower world to meet me and take me to where I can access understandings and awareness of the plant kingdom. I land on a branch in a tree, and I immediately get an understanding that plants, and especially trees, are the intermediaries between the earth and the sky. And in shamanic tradition, the tree is very often used to access traveling to the upper world by going up the tree, or traveling to the lower world by going down using the roots of the tree. And I'm being reminded that trees are also a home for all kinds of animals and birds and insects, and this would go for plants in general. They provide shelter and home for every type of life. I climb down the tree, and although I'm on the ground, I'm not touching the soil or the dirt because there are plants all over, so my feet are on other little growing things, and I'm being reminded that plants also serve as the protective cover for the earth. So plant life serves to protect the earth. By being intermediaries between the earth and the sky, plants are amazing. Most plants are directly connected into the earth via their roots, and their respiration involves the sky or the air. So they are these unbelievable intermediary life energies between the earth and the sky. And the spirits say that one of the ways in which we don't perceive things fully is by always perceiving them from our upright human scale, from our height. We're looking down onto plants below us, or we're looking up at trees going up into the sky. And we always have that fixed viewpoint. But the spirits say it would be very interesting and useful to look at plants if we could, in a sense, make ourselves much smaller and see plants from below. Even the smallest of plants are incredible. They are not these insignificant little things that we tower above and so often feel superior to. And the same with trees that do tower above us. We should allow ourselves different perspective views of trees. The spirits are again emphasizing that trees and bushes provide homes for birds. They provide places for nests, for roosting, for sitting, places for shelter and observation and escape. Birds and trees go together, absolutely. And plants are, of course, the homes for insects and animals as well. So there's a general message, broadly speaking, that we take plants for granted. We like them a lot. We love being out in nature, and we love trees, and we love greenery, and we love flowers, and we do understand that we can eat plants. We do eat plants. They are essential for our nutrition and the nutrition of animals that we might eat. So we're totally dependent on plants. We know this, but we don't have a real appreciation, a heartfelt appreciation for just how essential plants are and what gratitude we owe them. What I'm being told and what's being emphasized to me is how plants are a crucial part of life, the wheel of life, the circle of life, and we should have a much stronger appreciation of this. It's so easy for us to destroy plants, to damage plants, cut down trees, bushes, and the spirits say that just because it's easy for us to pick and pluck and break and pull out a plant should not mean that we disrespect the plant or that it diminishes our respect. We should not be conquerors of the plant kingdom. This is the theme. We just take plants for granted. We just think today of what we've eaten that was directly a plant or dependent on a plant. So, for example, I had for breakfast today toast and butter, completely from the plant kingdom, directly or indirectly. Then the spirits show me a tree, and it's like a redwood that is hollowed out, and I go inside, and it's like out of a fairy tale. There's a cozy living room or study inside the tree with rugs and bookcases, a very comfortable chair, a table. I'm told that this is a place in the lower world that I can come to, and if I want to, I can sit here and relax and get information. And of course, this is inside a plant, a tree. There's also a circular stairway going up, and I understand that it leads up to a place where I could sleep. So this is a cozy and interesting retreat that I could come to in the plant kingdom. So I go sit in the chair and I ask the tree for information about the plant kingdom and get told again that the plant kingdom is essential for human survival. The tree tells me that plants are a connection to the earth. They also connect to water. Of course, their roots grip them into the earth and support them in the earth, and then the roots take up nutrition directly from the earth. The plant is able, through these root hairs, to interact directly with moisture. So the plant is in between the earth and water and the sky. It's an absolute marvel of biology and chemistry and actually quantum physics that plants, via their roots, are able to take up water and nutrition. And then there is the phenomenal aspects of plants converting sunlight into energy at an efficiency rate that far exceeds anything that human scientists have managed. So the spirits tell me that plants are magicians. They take in carbon dioxide, they expire oxygen, they clean the air. In fact, they clean everything. They clean the air, the water, and the soil. Then there is the intelligence of plants. It's a network of intelligence. An individual plant is a basic unit of this intelligence, but the entire network of plants, including other species of plants and maybe rocks and insects and animals too, form what we could call a plant internet. And there is awareness and there is intelligence. Plants communicate via their biochemistry and The purpose of plants, in fact, according to the spirits, is intelligent interaction with the world around them. The spirits say that we should be so grateful that the plant kingdom is a peaceful kingdom. It doesn't fight us. The theme of the plant kingdom is symbiosis, cooperative interaction with life, and humans should integrate with this as well. So we should be good to plants. We should acknowledge them. We should tell them we love them. The overall message is we should really respect plants and be deeply thankful. And from the shamanic point of view, plants have spirits, and humans should recognize this. The drums change their beat to call me back to the middle world, and I thank the spirits, and the journey is over. Thank you, spirits. Thank you all. You have been listening to Neil of the Schapera Show, and we're going to go on our break now, and when we come back, Vivian will continue with her very interesting messages from Crystal.
If you like this program and you want to hear more of the Chaperas, then tune in to their YouTube channel called Crystal Surgery and Crystal Healing Techniques. There's demos, meditations, interviews, and more on their YouTube channel, Crystal Surgery and Crystal Healing Techniques. So relax, enjoy, and learn unique material as you watch the Chaperas in action. Visit today on YouTube, and remember that channel, Crystal Surgery and Crystal Healing Techniques. Do it now.
You have too little time to shop, so try Farm Fresh to You. They deliver organic food the way nature intended, delivered straight to your home or office, economically. Visit our web advertiser page and click on Farm Fresh to You now.
There's a respected metaphysical academy that's been around for over 22 years, and it's still going strong. If you're interested in energy healing, crystal healing, developing intuition, or shamanism, then the Four Winds Academy for the Healing Arts and Sciences is exactly right for you. With in-person and online classes and full certifications, their experienced teachers work with you and take an interest in your progress. To find out more, visit fourwindsacademy.org. That's the number 4windsacademy.org. Or call 513-891-8062.
Get high-quality glasses, sunglasses, and prescription lenses at eyeglasses.com. Choose from over 250,000 items and 400 brands. Already have frames? Get replacement lenses. It's easy. Go to our advertiser page and click eyeglasses.com.
Imagine taking a journey with metaphysical teachers and spirit guides right in your own home. Well, now you can with Vivian Schapera's book, Everyday Magic. Everyday Magic helps you understand your life from new perspectives as it guides you to feel motivated to take control of your life and your future. Get Everyday Magic today at Amazon.com, or for more information, visit Schapera.com or call 513-891-8062. That's 513-891-8062. CrystalHealingTechniques.com is the place to learn crystal healing, and there's even some free courses and certification. CrystalHealingTechniques.com has courses from beginner to advanced, and you'll learn from a master crystal healer. Explore new and unique material as you learn from the amazing award-winning textbook, The Complete Guide to Crystal Surgery. So discover the world of healing through crystals at CrystalHealingTechniques.com. Visit CrystalHealingTechniques.com or call 513-891-8062.
Where positive people and radio unite. HealthyLife.net.
Welcome back to the Schapera Show, where Viv and Neil explore this big adventure called life. This is the part of the show where I, Vivian, talk to crystals, and today we are talking to Howlite. While we are all running around oohing and ahhing over expensive crystals like tourmaline and aquamarine, there is a freely available inexpensive option that is unbelievably versatile and powerful, and it is called howlite. Howlite has to be the most underrated stone ever. Its appearance is pleasant enough. To me, it looks a little bit like the marble we see on kitchen countertops, white with gray veins, but its effect is phenomenal. Let's first talk about howlite's versatility. It is so versatile that it gets dyed and sold as turquoise, lapis, sodalite, aventurine, and suzalite. There are two aspects to dyeing a stone. The first is to resemble the other stone. So that means the end buyer can be fooled into thinking that howlite is one of these other stones, turquoise, for example, because of what it looks like. But let's remember, we all ultimately decide on buying a stone not because of what it looks like, but because of what it feels like, even if what it looks like is the initial attraction. And if we look up the most sought-after properties of turquoise, lapis, sodalite, aventurine, and suzalite, we discover that, lo and behold, howlite has those properties too. Here's an example of how howlite is underrated. Melody says in her mineral encyclopedia, howlite has been used to eliminate pain, stress, and rage. Hence, it is quite nice to have around. This is on page 364. I mean, really, what more can we want? And then all howlite gets is a quite nice, instead of a pretty darn spectacular. So what are these spectacular properties that howlite has? Howlite supports reason, observation, and patience, as well as memory and the pursuit of knowledge, thereby supporting the intellect. Howlite antidotes overcritical behaviors, selfishness, and facetiousness. Howlite supports emotional balance. Howlite builds innate decency, paving the path to spirituality. Additionally, howlite can lessen both rudeness and boisterousness, and can further provide for a reflection of the offender to the offender. It discourages impertinent behavior and encourages subtlety and tact. Physiologically, howlite is also good for balancing calcium and helping issues with teeth, bone, and soft tissue. In summary, howlite positively affects us physically, intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually, which is why it can be disguised with mere dye as a host of significant stones. Bottom line, don't throw your dyed stones out just because they are dyed. Your dyed stones are quite probably howlite, a dignified contender. When I ask howlite what it wants to say to you all, it is quite clear. Ask yourself, am I being underrated by myself or others? The answer is probably yes. And I have to say, in my experience, usually we are underrating ourselves. And then, in a very surprising twist, howlite adds, there is a saying, the clothes maketh the man. This is true. I become appreciated and recognized when I am dyed a different color, because that is when my core traits, my true value, become perceived. Choose your clothes to reflect your inner nature, and you will enjoy life even more. The principle is to have your clothes match your inner vibrational frequency so that you both feel 100% comfortable and people can recognize what lies under the surface. One of the best ways to do this is through the correct use of color. Each color has its own vibrational frequency, and by matching the color that you wear with your vibrational frequency, you support and enhance your energy. Now, I have to add that I can tell what people need when they come for a healing session by what color they're wearing. This is really true what howlite is saying. It's very perceptive, very important. And howlite continues, In your culture, you tend to all dress the same, like a uniform, depicting that you belong. This is okay, but you also need to show who you are. Let your colors and your clothes harmonize correctly with your vibrational frequency, and you will be quite gratified at what happens next. Well, thank you, Harlat. I am quite gratified to receive such surprising and helpful insights from you. And clearly, my next stop is shopping. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on the Schapera Show. Please join us again next month where Vin and Neil explore this big adventure called life.